Hey everyone, Deb here from Deb's Greenhouse, and we're gonna go over cucumbers, how to grow them, and what types we have in stock right now here at Deb's Greenhouse. So where we live here in Alberta, Canada, we have very cool nights. Like it's gonna be maybe 0 tomorrow night or tonight. It was +1 when we got up this morning. That's Celsius, so it's very cold. Typically, we would never plant our cucumbers out in our garden until the first week of June. Now, there is a lot of talk about cucumbers not liking their roots messed with, that they don't transplant well. And I have found that has much more to do with soil temperature rather than actually like taking it out of the pot and touching the roots or disturbing it. So it's more about soil temperature. So when we're looking at our temperature chart, cucumbers are in that +10 overnight range. If it is cool, they will stall, stop growing, or just die. If they even get 0 degrees, they just can't survive that. It's too cold for them. There's a couple of tricks that we have tried and tested over the years that you can do to ensure more success with your cucumbers, squash, and anything sensitive like that. So cucumbers, squash, zucchini, and all your melons and pumpkins, they need to have a warmer night temperature. You can make a mini greenhouse out of an old water cooler jug, cutting off the bottom and removing the top. So come the first week of June, if the forecast is looking good and we're going to plant those cucumbers out into warm soil, we can still put a mini greenhouse over it using a milk jug or a water cooler jug, something like that. Or you can buy a mini greenhouse cover. I have seen some different things, but why not use something that you already have? So we got the bottom off our milk jug, and we're going to take off the lid. Put it right over top of the cucumbers like a mini greenhouse. It's really important to take the lid off because if you don't, the cucumbers could burn up because it gets too hot inside. We stick it right over top and they have a mini greenhouse. It protects them from the cool nights and it protects them from frost. It's safe now to plant your cucumbers out using this method with putting a clean milk jug over top. Once the cucumbers grow too big for the jug, just pull it off and the night should be warm enough to go without it. I would do this on all of your cucumbers, your zucchinis, your squash, every type of squash, and melons, watermelon, cantaloupe, and honeydew. It keeps the soil a few degrees warmer and you'll get way better results and production out of your crop. So you're going to put a dome over your cucumbers and squashes. You will keep the soil temperature 2 to 3 degrees warmer than if they were not covered. Now you're going to leave that on day and night, making sure to take the cap off so it has a vent. It's not going to get too hot in there. And that is the best way to get an amazing yield of your cucumbers. That or wait until the second week of June and plant them out then. But leave that cover on until the cucumber outgrows it. It's not going to hurt anything to keep it warmer. It really gives you a head start. So to go over the types of cucumbers we have in stock right now, we have got pickling cucumbers, great for making pickles. We have got long English. So long English, you know what those are. They're perfect for slicing on sandwiches and lunches and all kinds of things. Slicing cucumber. Now these I find are a little bit sweeter than the long English, but typically if you pick them when they're a bit older, you do need to peel them. They have a little bit harder skin. If you pick them when they're young, they're fine for fresh eating. Now, we have got some different and unique cucumbers. Some we grow all the time, like cucamelon. So cucamelon is actually a cucumber, and you can see a picture of it here. Cucamelon is about the size of your thumb, and it looks like a tiny watermelon. You can just pop it in your mouth and eat it. They make a lot of cucumbers, and they're quite prolific. We've enjoyed planting them in hanging baskets and big pots. It'll vine up really, really well. Last year, Clayton put some in a big pot with just some bamboo sticks as a trellis, and it totally covered the whole thing, and we ate cucamelons all summer long. Something new for us this year are these Dutch yellow cucumbers. They make a giant cucumber, and they're meant to make like sliced pickles where you would like have them coined and make a bread and butter, I think, style pickles out of it. So we're excited to try that, and it is a yellow cucumber. New for us this year is a lemon cucumber. It almost looks like a lemon. It's the shape and size of a lemon, but it is a cucumber. So kind of fun for dicing up into salads or slicing and making some refrigerator pickles, or however you want to use your cucumbers. And the last one we're going to show you tonight, this is a wild cucumber. It's actually an ornamental, so you don't actually eat the fruit. It has a spiny looking fruit. Now it's not actually thorny, but it looks pokey, but it's not pokey. This is an amazing climbing vine. It is super vigorous. I had these for years and years at my farm, and the way I got my first one was I had visited this woman's yard and she's like, oh Deb, you gotta have one of these. And she scooped it up out of her garden bed and gave it to me, and it felt like she was giving me a magic bean. That thing grew like crazy. If you let the fruit fall, they just reseeded on their own, and I had them coming up, and it is just this beautiful vine. So a very quick, fast growing annual vine. Again, you're not eating the fruit, but you can certainly enjoy it as an ornamental climbing vine. So that's a wild cucumber, and we do have quite a few of them. It was something that when I found the seed, I was super excited because I haven't grown it in a few years. I did have it here at one time, and then we ended up changing some of the landscaping and I didn't have any more come back. So I'm definitely going to be planting some of these in the secret garden, and yeah, come get them quick because, you know, there's a couple of trays, but things go quick around here. We have been selling lots of things really fast. So wild cucumber, if you've never grown it, it honestly feels like you've got a magic bean, and it's just, they grow like 10, 12, 14 feet tall if they have something to climb onto. Thanks for watching All About Cucumbers, and we're here to help you and answer any questions. Again, make sure you are not planting these outside until at least the first week of June. Even if the forecast looks okay, you guys, we always get a dip in temperature and it will just annihilate your cucumber crop. Even if you're direct seeding, please wait until the first week of June. You'll have way more success and better yield when we start with warmer temperatures. Thanks guys, bye for now.